Hey railheads, let's run some operations today on my Finger Lakes Railway layout. Well, here's our work for today. We'll pull 3 loads and everything's on track 1, it's very simple. And then we'll place 3 empties. Classic swap and drop. And we need to sort some cars in the yard before we get started, as usual. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm watching an ops video, I don't quite understand what's going to happen. I guess it's kind of like shooting pool. You always got to be thinking of where you want the cue ball to end up so you can make your next shot. Well, let me show you what we got going on here. I'm trying something new. I don't know how well it's going to work. Let me know what you think in the comments. I always appreciate any feedback, good or bad. You don't have to worry about hurting any of my feelings. So we need to pick up these 3 cars that you see here marked with yellow arrows. Now we need to get these 2 cars out of the way. I'd like to just shove them down yard 3. But this reefer is fouling yard 3. We can't get by. I guess you can never have a big enough yard, right? So here's what we can do. Let's take our 2 cars, coupled to that reefer, and shove all 3 of them down yard 3. We've coupled to those 2 cars, and we'll shove them back and couple them to that reefer. So last week I was talking about tweaking the settings on my locos for more prototypical operation. The Seaboard Central did a series of videos on that. So I jacked the momentum all the way up on these locos. That's how Tim Garland has his loco set up, and like I said last time, he's a Norfolk Southern engineer in real life. And he says they get a little speed up on the real locos and then drop the throttle to idle and coast. And they use the independent brake to slow down and stop. So that's what I'm trying. I'm still getting used to it, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. Now we're shoving these cars down yard track 3, finally getting them out of our way. All right, we got our 3 empty covered hoppers, and we're on our way to U.S. Salt. Hey, while we're here, check out this cool curb score. Found this the other day on my 1-mile walk. There's a little Amish buggy kit I made a while ago. Oh, well, Mennonite in this case. Well, let's take a little look around U.S. Salt while we're waiting for the guys to get here. I painted those lines on that road here a little while ago. That was a lot of fun scratch building this industry. Well, here's our train. Time to get to work. I'm filming from inside the layout here, so you kind of get a different perspective on things. I'll swing you around here. So there's Seneca Foods on our left. And U.S. Salt on the right. And I'm standing in the middle. Leon's going to pull ahead to clear the switch, and then we'll shove down the spur and couple up to those 3 loaded covered hoppers. We'll set these lows on the main, and then we can spot our setouts. I put the throttle in idle. Now I'm just coasting to a stop. Oh, Deanie's got us lined for the spur again. We'll shove light power back down the main and couple up to our 3 loaded hoppers. Another look at the road. I've got some video, I think, of when I airbrushed those lines on the road. Let me see if I can find that for a little bonus footage. I'm still inside the layout. This is the back side of Main Street we're looking at here. These are the Woodland Scenics built and ready buildings. Oh, I found those clips of me painting the road lines. So I put down a 1/16 inch wide piece of pinstriping tape right where I wanted the line, and then put down a strip of Tamiya tape on each side of that narrow tape. I pull up the narrow tape and shot a light coat of BMA aged white. Not perfect, but just right. And while we're looking around, check out these signposts I got from ScaleSigns.com. I saw a review that K&W Railroader did a few weeks ago, and I ordered a couple packs of the signposts. I'll put links in the description. Now, I can print the signs, but that T-post profile, no way. That is killer. It's so much better than the 30 thou evergreen rod that I was using. And no printer, no problem. They've got a huge selection of printed signs ready to plan on your layout. Hashtag no sponsor. Hey, check this dude out. Looks pretty relaxed. Oh, he's not the only one fishing, huh? A nice day at the lake. Well, today is Wednesday, April 2nd, as I edit this video. And man, the pollen has been wicked here in South Carolina. It makes my eyes itch so bad. And we had some real heavy rain Monday afternoon though, and yesterday was great. Upper 60s and sunny. I got the grass cut before the pollen came back. Well, hey, let's catch up with the guys. They'll be pulling into the yard here any minute. We'll shove these 3 loaded hoppers back on yard track 3, and they'll sit there and wait for the Hemrod Geneva turn to come down, get them here in a day or two. I guess Leon's gonna shove these 2 flat cars down the line just a little bit here. I think he's tired of them being in this parking spot. Well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.